Once upon a time, deep in the heart of the forest, at the foot of a great mountain, there was a magical place called Sparkle Shadow Forest. This forest was filled with towering trees that sparkled in the moonlight at night. At the heart of the forest, in front of a cozy cabin covered in soft moss, lived a lovable bear. His name was Snugglebear. Snugglebear was the most adorable and curious among all the animals in Sparkle Shadow Forest. Every night, he would wander through the forest to accompany other animals and listen to their adventures. But his favorite thing to do was to lie under the stars and dream while gazing at the twinkling lights. One night, Snugglebear didn't want to miss out on his moonlit stroll. He was so excited that he dashed out of his cabin without thinking. As he walked under the moonlight, he ventured deeper into the forest. Along the way, he watched the graceful dance of accompanying bugs and the sparkle of the stars. Suddenly, he noticed a faint glow in the distance. Curiously, he continued walking and eventually stopped in front of a mysterious cave. The cave appeared large and dark from the outside. Bravely stepped into the cave, but a beam of light was emanating from within. He was greeted with a mesmerizing sight. The inside of the cave was filled with shimmering crystal beds and stalactites. The most striking of all was a glowing moonstone in the center. This moonstone emitted an extraordinary light, casting a soft glow around it. Snugglebear was enchanted by this beauty. But suddenly, he heard a voice coming from the depths of the cave. "Welcome, Snugglebear. I've been expecting you." Snugglebear looked around in astonishment, but couldn't locate the source of the voice. Then, from within the shadow next to the moonstone, emerged a fairy. The fairy was magnificent, with long golden hair and bright blue eyes. The fairy smiled and continued speaking. "I am the Moonlight Fairy. It was my light that drew you to Sparkle Shadow Forest. Your heart is filled with a desire for adventure and exploration. That's why I called you here." Snugglebear looked at the fairy in amazement. "But why did you call me here?" he asked. The fairy smiled and replied, "Because a brave adventurer like you can help uncover the dark secrets of Sparkle Shadow Forest. This cave represents a mysterious power at the heart of the forest. But it lacks a guardian. A courageous bear like you can protect this power and bring balance to the forest." Excitedly, Snugglebear accepted the challenge. "Of course, Moonlight Fairy. I am ready to take on this task," he declared. The fairy smiled and guided him toward the moonstone. "This Moonlight Stone is entrusted to you as the guardian of Sparkle Shadow Forest. Protect it well and safeguard the forest from dark forces." As Snugglebear took the Moonlight Stone, he felt a surge of excitement. He was now embarking on a new adventure as the guardian of Sparkle Shadow Forest. Snugglebear emerged from the cave and hid the Moonlight Stone in one of the safest places in the forest. As the guardian of the forest, he was now ready to fight against the dark forces. Every night, Snugglebear would gather with the other animals and share the story of the Moonlight Stone. Everyone respected him and acknowledged his guardianship. And so, Snugglebear became the guardian of Sparkle Shadow Forest, ensuring its peace. Every night, under the moonlight, Snugglebear and the Moonlight Stone stood watch to protect the forest. And that, my friends, was the timeless tale of Sparkle Shadow Forest.